Hi, boys and girls. Happy Friday. Hey, for Friday, I want you to do something fun. So I'm going to start out with a leprechaun story, and then we're going to make a leprechaun hat, not like this, okay, with a mask with an orange beard. I'm so excited to do this. And the reason I chose to do it on Friday, well, number one, it's Fun Friday. And I want you to have some time to do it. So if you end up having to do it this weekend, that's okay, or even next week. But try to have it done before St. Patrick's Day, which is next Wednesday, because then we can all wear our hats to Zoom. And we're not doing a whole group. We're just going to do a small group, but that way I can get a good picture. It's easier to get a picture of the little groups than it is the big group, okay? All right, well, this story is called Leprechauns Never Lie. Have you ever heard that? They say that leprechauns, they just don't lie. They can't tell a lie. But you know what they do? They like to trick. They're mischievous. They like to trick people. So in this book, you're going to see that the leprechaun is going to trick grandmother and her granddaughter. Boy, is he going to trick them. Just wait till you hear what he does. Okay, now it's a little bit long, but I think you'll enjoy it. It goes like this. There was this old thatch hut nestled in a glen near the river. Ninny Nanny and Graham lived there together. Each had only the other and no more. They lived simply on potato soup, and their needs were few. The thatch needed patching, the potatoes needed digging, the firewood needed gathering, and the water barrel needed filling. So here's the grandma, okay? Her name is Graham. And then the girl's name, the granddaughter's name is Ninny Nanny. Isn't that a funny name? So here they are, and this is where they live now. There's a whole bunch of work that needs to be done. Okay, they don't have very much food, and they grow potatoes, but the potatoes need to be dug up. The roof needs to be patched here. They need to cut some firewood so they can build a fire inside the house, and they need to fill up the water barrel. This is a barrel that they put water in. So, but guess what? There's a lot of work to be done, and they just don't want to do it. Look, Ninny Nanny was very lazy, and Graham was ailing. That means she's kind of old. She's too old to do all that work. But Ninny Nanny, her granddaughter, is lazy. Graham nagged, Ninny Nanny dawdled, and that was that. The rain came drip, drip through the thatch. That's the roof, guys. The potato sack was empty. The chimney pot grew cold, and there was but a bit of rainwater in the barrel. It came to be that there was little to eat, just cold rainwater soup, pure and simple. So they don't even have potatoes to make soup. What they're doing is just, see the rain coming down into this pot? They're just drinking rainwater. Boy, they need some help, don't they? Oh, woe is me, 'tis starving we are, moaned Graham. What am I to do with such a lazy child? Oh, Graham, hush your nagging. I've been thinking to catch a leprechaun. He's bound to tell where he's hidden his pot of gold, and 'tis rich for life will be, said Ninny Nanny. Is it raving you are, girl? To capture a leprechaun is no easy thing, said Graham. Ah, I've heard tell, agreed Ninny Nanny, but we could make right use of a treasure, so I'll give it a try. So Ninny Nanny says, I don't want to do any work, but my plan is to catch a leprechaun and find his pot of gold. Well, it was as easy as tripping over a log, which is what happened. Ninny Nanny was tramping about, looking every which way for a leprechaun, when she tumbled over her petticoat and fell plunk right on top of one of the wee fairy men. You guys see it? She's tripped right here. She's tripped here over this hole. And there he is. He's kind of a funny looking guy, huh? He looks old. He doesn't have an orange beard. It's white. Gray. He howled like a banshee and wiggled and waggled, but Ninny Nanny had him firmly by the seat of his breeches, and that was that. Let me go, shrieked the angry leprechaun. Sure, and gladly I'll let you loose, but I need to know first where your treasure's hidden, said Ninny Nanny. Ha, 'tis under the straw pile. But you don't have the wit to find it, grumbled the wee man. So he's telling her, it's under the straw pile. We'll see about that, said Ninny Nanny, as she carried him squirming and kicking to show Graham her prize. And wasn't she pleased? They tied him firmly into a potato sack, and Graham watched that he didn't waggle away. So they're going to catch him. They put him inside of this bag, the sack they use for potatoes, and Graham's going to watch him, and Ninny Nanny's going to go look under the straw and see if that is where the pot of gold is. Well, Ninny Nanny started pitching the straw this way and that. Sure, and 'tis witless and lazy she is, hissed the leprechaun to Gran. She'll find no treasure in the mess that she's making. So what she's doing is she's using a pitchfork, and she's trying to move the straw and get it out of the way. I heard that, and you'll not fool me, Leprechaun, said Ninny Nanny, and she lifted the straw gently, searched through it bit by bit, and carried it up to the roof to get it out of the way. So she didn't have any room for it. So what she's doing is she's patching up the roof. She's putting the straw up on the roof. You guys think the pot of gold is going to be underneath that straw? Let's see. Sure, and the whole of the straw pile was upon the roof, and not a mite of gold to be found. And that was that. "'Tis a liar you are, Leprechaun," bawled Ninny Nanny. She called him a liar. "Ah, a liar I am not. Hidden under the straw it was. But now I recall that the mice were nosing about, so I moved it under the big oak tree and covered it with branches," said the Leprechaun. So he says, I'm not really lying. I just forgot what I did. I forgot that I moved it. I moved it underneath the branches that have fallen off the tree. "Stack the branches here by the door, Ninny Nanny," said Graham. "I'll sort through them for any stray coins." Ninny Nanny carried and stacked the branches. Graham examined every stick. The Leprechaun scowled. That means he's kind of mad. Ninny Nanny raked up the last few twigs and found no speck of treasure under the tree, and that was that. So look what she did. She's carrying all the sticks and the branches, and they're making a pile. Ooh, I think they can use those for firewood, I bet, huh? "He's lying again, Graham," howled Ninny Nanny. "A liar I am not," said the Leprechaun. "Hidden under the tree it was, but I remember now that I moved it to a safer place," fumbled the Leprechaun. So he's saying, "I never lied. I just moved it. I forgot." "Speak up and tell me where you've hidden the gold," demanded Ninny Nanny, shaking him till his wee little head wobbled. "The river," said the Leprechaun. "I put it under the river." "Sure, and I'm not believing that. How did you get it under the river, and how am I going to get it out?" said Ninny Nanny. "I told you where, but I'll not tell you how," said the Leprechaun. He said it's under the river. How is she going to get under the river? So look what she does. She gets inside and she takes this bucket here. Ninny Nanny got the bucket and started to bail out the river. She was tossing water into the riverbank at a furious rate. "'Tis witless you are," laughed the Leprechaun. "Can't you see that all the water is sliding back in where it came from?" So when he says she's witless, he's saying you're not being very smart. Why don't you pour it into the bucket? There you go. She's going to fill up the barrel. Well, he was right, of course, as Ninny Nanny emptied her bucket into the water barrel till the barrel was full to overflowing. But the river was as deep as before, and that was that. "Sure, 'tis a liar you are, Leprechaun," wailed Ninny Nanny, "and 'tis throwing you into the river I am." "Don't be hasty, girl," begged the Leprechaun. "A liar I am not. I'm just a little forgetful at times. I remember clearly now. I buried the treasure in your very own potato patch." So far, the Leprechaun has gotten her to fill up the water barrel, to fix the roof with the straw, and to gather all the wood for the fireplace, right? "I'm not believing you, Leprechaun. 'Tis another lie you're telling me," said Ninny Nanny. "Then foolish you are," said the very wee man, "for leprechauns never lie." "I've heard tell that they're bound by fairy law to tell the truth," said Graham. "I believe that when I see it," said Ninny Nanny, and she went to fetch the spade. The spade is like a shovel. Here she is. What she's doing, he said he buried it in the potato patch where they have potatoes growing, but they were too lazy. She was too lazy to dig up the potatoes. So now that's what she's going to do. Ninny Nanny dug and grubbed about in the potato patch. Graham smiled to see all the potatoes scattered about. The Leprechaun scowled. That's the look on his face. He kind of looks grumpy, doesn't he? Ninny Nanny dug the potato patch wide and deep, uprooting all but one of the potato plants. Sure and all she had to show for her efforts was a hole in the garden and a heap of potatoes, and that was that. So she dug them all up, all of them except for one. See all the potatoes down here? Ooh, they can use those for food now, right? For potato soup. But she gave up. She didn't do the last one. She threw down the spade in disgust. "I've had enough of digging, and I've had enough of you lying Leprechaun," bawled Ninny Nanny. Let him loose, Graham, but we'll be needing that sack for potatoes. Okay, so he was in the bag, in the sack. So she lets him go so that they can put the potatoes in the sack. And I don't know if you can see, but right there, do you see the little rainbow? He runs away. He's going to run away. So Graham emptied the sack, and whoosh, like a shooting star in the night, the wee little man vanished. He took off. He ran away, didn't he? Ninny Nanny and Graham sucked on good, hot, hearty potato soup, and they fell soundly asleep in their warm, dry hut. So they fixed the roof, they had water, they had a fire, they made potato soup. So now they're happy. Look at how comfy they are. Now, do you think the leprechaun lied? Because she dug up all the potatoes except for one. She forgot one, didn't she? Well, out in the potato patch, the wee leprechaun was busily digging up the last potato plant. He carefully lifted out his pot of gold, muttering, "Ha, leprechauns never lie," as he trotted off to find a safer hiding place. And that was that. So look at you guys. The pot of gold was actually underneath there, but Ninny Nanny gave up, didn't she? So the leprechaun got his pot of gold, and he's going to go hide it again. So he was kind of tricking them, but he never lied. He was just tricking them, wasn't he? Okay, so boys and girls, you know that was a long story. That was 11, almost 12 minutes. And I do have something else for you guys to do. Sorry that's so long. I know it's Friday. But again, if you want to take a little break and then come back, you can. But I really want to do this today, okay? And I don't want to make two separate videos. So what I want you to do is all the things I gave you at the beginning of March. In the back, you had some art materials. This is what you're going to need. You're going to need the little bag, okay? You're going to need the little bag with the orange strips and the yellow in it. And those little gold brads, those paper fasteners, we're not going to use that for this, but we will use it soon. Uh-oh, I am missing something. You're going to have to give me a second, boys and girls. Sorry about that. I know I have one. Just give me a second. Give me 1 second. I know what I did with it. Okay. Sorry about that. I didn't want to turn that off and lose that whole story that I just recorded. You need this, okay? I had it someplace else. So I think I ended up giving everybody one like this with a green string. I had some left over from last year with yellow string. Doesn't matter the color of the string. So what this is this is the leprechaun's beard, or actually I should say the sideburns and the bottom of the face. We're going to put the beard on there, okay? All right, and then the hat's already cut out for you. So I think, let's see here. This is what we're going to do first. So I'm going to get my gold hat band. I'm going to get all the orange strips, and I'm going to save these. Just keep these for another project. We're going to do that next week, okay? All right, so the first thing I think I'm going to do is glue the hat band, the yellow band, to the green hat. And it's going to go right here, okay? That would be too high. That would be too low. It should fit right across. So up from the bottom a little bit. So I'm going to use a glue stick. Elmer's would work too, but I think glue stick is a little less messy, right? And then I am going to put it on the back of the yellow strip because we don't want to put it in the hole. We don't want to put the glue there, right? So I'm going to go around the band, around the buckle, and then the side part here. And I'm going to glue it right on to the, oh, here we go. Now my hat's done. Now, I think we're going to hang on to the hat for a minute. Now, this is really fun. And you need to get a pencil. And I don't want it to be this pencil that I gave you. The reason why is this is the Tri, and it's flat on the sides. You need something round. I don't know if I have one here. I may end up having to use a pen. I'm going to use my pen. Pencil, pen, whatever. Okay, now this is tricky, but you got to get it right because you're going to do this a whole bunch of times. I'm going to put it at the very top and fold it with my hands, and I'm going to roll it. Roll, 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 roll. Got it? When I get it all rolled up, I'm going to take this out. And what this is going to be his curly beard. Now, I'm going to just do a whole bunch of those. Now, I gave you guys 20 strips. I'm pretty sure I did. If you want to count them, go ahead. That'd be good counting practice, right? So you might not use them all. And I should have had this done ahead of time, a few of these, because I would have saved time. I didn't know that story was going to be so long. All right, we're gonna read some other stories on Zoom this week and next week, and we might even do the week after, because the packets that I sent home was actually quite a bit. If we don't get it finished, that's okay. It'll be good fun for you guys to do over spring vacation. Okay, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna just curl as many as I can, and then we're gonna glue them down around the beard, and then we'll put the hat on. It's not hard, it's just time consuming. And a lot of times, parents, if you're watching, the kids, they just want to go around the beard, and then I say add some more, and they just kind of want to give up. They're tired of doing it. So if you guys want to help and add a few more, it looks great. It looks better when it's really, really full. So I'm going to just keep rolling those. I'll do a few more while I'm talking. Wish I had a Leprechaun song to teach you guys. I don't, though. I have to look for one. Alrighty, I'll do a few more, and then I'm going to start gluing. I think you'll get it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just see how it curls up like this? I'm going to put some glue stick on the back, just a little bit. There you go. And then I'm going to start gluing the sideburns. So when men have beards, okay, the beard is down here, but the sideburns come around like that. So I'm going to start here. I'll glue one on the other side. And then I'm going to keep going. I'm going to put some more glue. And then I'm going to watch. Okay, I don't want to glue it here. I'm going to stick it underneath that one. So it's going to be a nice full beard. Now sometimes kids go, hey, and they might curl like 5 at a time. I really just do 1 at a time. You guys, you can take your time today, Friday afternoon, and finish it up on Saturday, or finish it up over the weekend, or even next week. We're going to wear them on Wednesday, on St. Patrick's Day. And then parents, I do really, really want you to get a picture of your kids for their memory book with their masks on, but I want you to wait, because Wednesday, we might have a few little surprises. I don't want you to get the picture until Wednesday, till after the Zoom class. Then I want you to take a picture. Okay, and hopefully they'll all be wearing green. Okay, see what I'm doing? I've got the sideburns. So far I have 3 on this side and 3 on this side. I'm going to keep going so you can see, and then I may have to finish this later because we're at 17 minutes, 18 minutes. That's a long time, isn't it? So, okay, I'll glue this one, and then I'll just go, and then I'll take a picture of it when it's all done. I might even put it on and wear it, and then you can see it on me. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going with those other ones. Okay, and then I'm going to go around here. I'm going to just lay, whoops, sorry about that. I'm going to lay them here. And then there's going to be some extras. This is what I always try to get the kids to do, to put an extra layer down here so that there's 2 rows down here in the beard, so it kind of hangs down. So I'll finish that up later. I want to show you where the hat goes. So the reason I put the beard on first, or the sideburns, is because I want to put the glue, go like this. I'm going to put some glue here. Okay, on the tip of this, and I'm going to put some glue here, and I'm going to lay my hat down, okay, just a little bit. There you go, and I'm going to hold it down and rub it and count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I'll show you what it looks like, but remember, I'm going to add some more beard. So on Wednesday, what you'll do is you'll put your hat on, and your parents can wrap it around and tie it like this, and tie it, you know, maybe even in a knot so it stays on. Won't it look good when it's all filled in? And I am going to look like a leprechaun. Okay, sorry guys, 19 minutes, but hopefully you can do it in 2 sessions. Listen to the story and then make the mask. Okay, bye-bye.